Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to talk about power, pressure, and responsibility. Those are the three major pitfalls we have here in corrections. Correction is a professional built on authority, but authority must always be controlled by professionalism. Every officer, every supervisor, every trainer, and every veteran staff member has the responsibility to stay grounded and help others stay grounded too. Now, this training is about recognizing where good staff can go wrong, how small compromises can become a serious problem, and how we can stay on the path of professionalism. In a correction workplace, puts us in a unique position. We're given the authority over people who are confined. We work under constant pressure and we carry serious responsibilities every shift we work. The danger is not simply having power, the danger is using power without humility. The danger is not simply feeling pressure, the danger is allowing stress, anger, fatigue, and frustration to control our decisions. And the danger is not simply having responsibility. The danger is seeing something wrong and failing to act. The professional path means keeping power under control, managing pressures before it manages us, and honoring our responsibilities even when it's difficult. Power is necessary in corrections. We need authority to maintain safety, order, and security. But authority becomes dangerous when it turns to ego. A professional officer does not use power to prove dominance. A professional officer uses authority to keep the facility safe and operating properly. Being fair, firm, and consistent is not just saying, it is one of the strongest tools we have. When offenders know you are fair, when they know your word means something, and when they know you are consistent, you are more likely to be respected. Warning signs shows up when power becomes personal. Harassment, predatory behavior, excessive force, and violating someone's rights are signs of professionalism has been lost. Now, pressure is part of our job. Stress, fatigue, anger, burnout, and frustrations, they're real, guys. Those are real things: stress, fatigue, anger, burnout, and frustrations. But the pressure becomes dangerous when it starts making decisions for us. Under stress, shortcuts can take a look reasonable. Anger can make a situation worse. Fatigue can cause us to miss details. Burnout can make us careless and indifferent. That's why we have to slow down our response. We have to control our voice. We have to document the facts and not feelings. And when we feel ourselves getting too angry or too overwhelmed, we need to ask for relief before the situation gets even worse. The old saying applies here: check yourself before you wreck yourself. One bad decision under pressure can damage your career, your reputation, and someone else's life. Now, corrections carries a heavy responsibility. We're responsible for the safety, security, life, rights, and public trust. Protecting life means using control only for lawful and necessary purposes. Protecting rights means remembering that policies and the Constitution still applies behind the walls. Protecting integrity means understanding that one's officer's bad decision can damage trust in the entire profession. Responsibility falls when staff sees misconduct and stays silent. It is not enough to say that was not me. If we see something dangerous, unethical, or illegal, we have a duty to act. All right, the question here is, can veterans, trainers, and supervisors help staff avoid these pitfalls? The answer is yes. Leadership is not only taught by what we see, it is taught by what staff sees. New officers watch how experienced staff handles pressure, how they speak to the offender, how they document the incident, and how they respond when something is wrong. We keep staff on solid ground by making standards clear. Zero tolerance means some behaviors are non negotiable. Being a role model means doing the work and not taking the lazy or complacent route. Calm communication means speaking clearly and respectfully before emotion takes over. There are some lines we do not cross. Every facility has pressure. Every shift has frustrations, but none of that excuses misconduct. Excessive force, smuggling contraband, sexual misconduct, predatory behaviors, harassing offenders, or just deliberately violating constitutional rights are not minor mistakes. These are career ending and life changing failures. Zero tolerance means we do not explain these behaviors away. We do not protect them. We do not ignore them. A standard only matters when it is enforced consistently. Professionalism is not just shown during major incidents, it is shown in a daily habit. Be fair. Apply rules without favoritism, retaliations, or personal feelings. Be firm. Maintain boundaries and order. Be consistent. Do today what you would be willing to defend tomorrow. Be calm. Control your tone before the situation controls you. Be factual. Document what happens, not what you felt. These daily practices keeps us on solid ground. No shortcuts. Shortcuts may save time in the moment, but they can cost everything later. Now, the duty to intervene is one of the most important responsibilities we have as correctional officers. Intervention is not betrayal. It is professionalism. It's not snitching. If a coworker is losing their temper, escalating unnecessarily, flirting with the inmates, becoming too friendly, getting lazy, or taking shortcuts, or engaging in misconduct, we have to act before the damage is done. Sometimes that means saying something directly to the person. Sometimes that means notifying a supervisor. Now, the goal is not to embarrass somebody. The goal is to prevent harm, protect staff, protect offenders, protect the agency, and protect the public trust. Silence can make us part of the problem. Professionalism requires the courage to speak up. Now, to close here, remember this: staying professional is a daily choice. The pitfall of power, pressure, responsibilities are not abstract ideas. They are real problems that have cost staff their careers, other staff's lives, and cost inmates their lives. Avoiding these pitfalls require constant awareness, ethical discipline, sound discretion, and the courage to act when acting is hard or unpopular. Correction is a professionalism of authority and accountability. That means we must control our power, manage our pressure, and honor our responsibility. The right thing every time, especially when it is difficult. And always remember, do the right thing because it's the right thing to do.